tuberculosis is still, till today's date, of course, I'm sure we've reduced TB in Nepal, but it's still one of the major problems here, and I believe Save The Children is working relentless towards this as well when it comes to a specific thing called Global Fund. I'm sure we're working towards TB. Would you want to elaborate on this?
Yeah, absolutely. So TB, tuberculosis is a huge issue.
Yeah.
And it's a silent killer in a lot of ways. So I was surprised how many people have tuberculosis in Nepal. So there's a lot of different reasons. I mean, some of it comes from migration. So people go down, especially from India, and work in sometimes very crowded contexts, and then come back. And that's a big source of TB is cross-border kind of migration. Another, though, is that people aren't always following the treatment regimen. So it's TB is not an easy disease to treat. It takes several months, and you need to be really careful to always take your medicine on time. But often people feel better.
Yeah.
And then it's a big hassle, and so they kind of stop taking the drugs. And then you get really dangerous drug-resistant TB. And that's much harder to treat. Still treatable, but much harder and very dangerous. So, I mean, the strategy is kind of multifold. First of all, finding the cases. A lot of people go without being treated for a very long time. Oh, it's just a cough, or... and plenty of people have coughs these days, especially when there was a lot of pollution. We were all coughing a bit.
Yeah.
So I think first it's finding the cases and treating it. We want to eliminate tuberculosis in Nepal and globally, and it's a doable result. But first we need to find the cases, then people need to stick to the treatment. And we work hand in hand with the government on this, so making sure that, first of all, health providers can recognize it. Because often someone comes in with a very serious cough, and they're sent home for, with some cough medication and things. But what they need to do is get treated. They need to get the chest X-ray, or they need to get sputum sampling and get tested at different clinics. And there's now testing facilities that don't just test for TB, but a whole variety of diseases. So the Global Fund has supported the government to build a number of different testing facilities and quite nice health labs to help with all these diseases. Yeah. But the idea and all of our goal is to eliminate TB in Nepal.